There are so many factors that go into ranking on Google and to just getting found online. And one that's really overlooked is called page authority. Hi, you guys. Caitlin here with Rising Ranks Digital. And today we're going to chat all about page authority, what the heck it is, why it matters, what it does, and going to give you the breakdown of how you can increase the page authority on your website. Many of you may have heard of domain authority, and it is similar. It's very similar. So domain authority, it's a number given by, it's Moz gives you one, Ahrefs gives you one, and it really is a signal to tell you how easy it is going to be for your website or your page to get ranked on Google. So domain authority is the number attached to your website. Page authority is the actual number that's assigned to each individual page on your website. So I love to focus on page authority. It's very overlooked, and I like to focus on it because if you increase your page authority, and if you look at your website on a page-to-page basis versus a whole, automatically your domain authority is going to go up. But it really is getting into the details of your website and making sure that every page on your website is really high quality, is great content. So if you're wondering why you are creating content that's not getting found online, that's not getting to the top of Google, it's bringing zero traffic, work on increasing your page authority. All right, so again, page authority is really important because you want to be able to rank more easily for keywords. If you're starting out and you have a very low number, you're going to just essentially have to go for the keywords that are lower search volume and have a lot less competition. And typically, not always, but typically the less competition there is, it usually correlates with the search volume too. Not always, but that's typically how it's going these days. So if you focus on increasing your page authority, that will in turn increase your domain authority, and that will get you into the realm and into the competitive pool of being able to rank for those really sought after keywords. Okay, so there are a few things to think about when increasing your page authority. One, you want to write content that is unique. Give it your own POV, your own point of view on this. Make sure that it's not just the same thing that everyone is outputting into this world on the internet. That's really going to hook people and keep people interested. And just in general, make sure your copy sounds good and make sure that it's fun to read. Really hone into your brand voice. If you're having trouble doing that, start to outsource that until you can kind of get a feel for, how you can do it yourself, or just keep outsourcing it. That's what we do. All right. So number 2 is you want to make sure that your pieces are competitive. So again, you have that unique point of view that no one else is talking about. You should be going to these other people's pages, blog posts, and seeing what they're writing about on your topic. And how can you write it better? That's a question that you should always be asking yourself is, all right, maybe they just gave 3 pieces of advice. Let's give 10 pieces of advice and, really get more in depth with this topic that people are searching for. And then you want to make sure that, your content is in depth. You want to make sure that you're answering all the questions. So for example, for page authority, I would want to answer what page authority is, why it matters, how it's different than domain authority, and then the steps. You don't just want to jump right into the steps and, miss all these other steps. You want to be very inclusive of everybody coming to your website. And it also helps with Google just rank you in general. So other than that, you want to make sure that you are looking for stats to back up your point of view and that you are actually citing these credible sources. That link out to a credible source will tell Google and tell the search engines that you are doing your homework, that your article is backed up by research, and that, you're a credible source in general. And then after that, after you actually get it posted, of course, you want to do all your, on-site SEO technical stuff, optimize the copy with keywords, but you also want to make sure that you are sharing it with the world. Send out an email, get people starting to come to your website, post it on all your social channels, make sure that the article is shareable so other people can post it on their social channels. Social signals will help you drive more traffic to your website. And then backlinks, that's going to be a big one too. So how do you get backlinks and what are backlinks? Backlinks are essentially URLs on other websites, not your own, that are pointing back to your actual page and your actual blog post or website in general. And so these can happen organically, or you can reach out to other blog posts, other companies to see if you can get a backlink, to see if they'll, link out to your post and your article. That can be a whole other, long video, but I'll just keep it at that for now. And just keep it shareable. Again, create content that people want to share. People love infographics. We could create that. We love posting on Pinterest, and sometimes those pins go viral and then people start sharing again and people start coming. So all of those things are really important things to increase your page authority. And, it does seem like a lot, but just chip away at it, every day at a time. And, once you keep doing that and you're consistent, even if it's just a few times a week, you will eventually increase your page authority and you will be light years ahead of your competition, because this is incredibly untapped. And it's just going to be so much easier once you increase that authority, and then increases your domain authority. And then you can go after amazing keywords, and this traffic is just going to start to snowball to your website. All right, you guys, if you have any questions, comment below. If you found this helpful, I would love for you to comment. I would love for you to share, and I would love for you to follow along. All right, you guys, have a great one, and we'll talk to you soon.